Yes, I'm also very impressed that I managed to keep this tower standing on a bed, no less. These are all the books I've bought recently. And yes, I know this seems excessive, but in my defence, a lot of these are trophy books that I've already read and loved. And I have accumulated these over the last couple of months. These weren't all bought in one go. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just for my defence, you know? Why am I out of breath from putting books on a bed? What is wrong with me? Anyway, the tower fell down, but actually it's fine because I'm going to be organising these into categories. Hopefully in this video, I'll be introducing you to some books that you have never heard of, and it might put them on your radar. Also, because some of these are trophy books, they're books that I've bought because I've read and loved them. If you have similar taste to me, you can add them to TBR. See, there's loads of value in buying books, you know? Not even just the reading experience, you get to pass it on. Anyway, on with the book haul. Hi, hello, I'm Natalie. I post twice weekly, usually a mix of book hauls, TBRs, reading challenges, reading vlogs. If you could hit the thumbs up and subscribe, I'd love to have you over here in our little corner of the internet. So we have read and either really liked or loved So Bought the Trophy book, so the physical copy that I wanted to display on my red bookshelves. I've got like a speculative pile, which is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, and then the fiction pile. Some of these might have speculative elements in them, but because I don't read the blurbs, I go by reviews, I don't know because I haven't read them yet. Let's start off with the books that I have read. Finlay Donovan is killing it. I am getting a little bit into cozy mysteries. I still wouldn't say I'm a lover of them. I actually bought this whilst I was reading it because I thought I was going to absolutely love it. I had a good time. I'm not rushing to pick up the next one, but I did enjoy this. The premise of this book is that Finlay Donovan is in a cafe meeting her friend. She's a writer. No, she's not meeting her friend. She's meeting her publisher. She's a writer, and she pitches the storyline. And it does sound like she is in the business of unaliving people. A woman overhears it and basically hires her to do a job for her. And with the help of her babysitter, chaos ensues. It was a good time. Do you know what, actually, now I'm talking about it, I feel like I did actually really like it. I think I gave it 3.5 or 3.75 stars, which is still a decent rating for me. I think I will continue on with this series, but yeah, I'm glad I've got the physical copy because I think it is a cute cover. James by Purcell Everett. I borrowed this from the library, needed to have it on my shelves. It's basically like a reimagining of Huckleberry Finn, but from the point of view of James or Jim. He gets his own storyline and the writing's just fantastic. It's so immersive, and you don't have to have read Huckleberry Finn to enjoy this because I haven't, and I loved it. I think this was a 4.5 star read for me. Emily St. John Mandel. I love her writing. Sea of Tranquility is more of a sci-fi literary fiction. It's coming back to me a little bit now. So I would say it's Dark Matter by Blake Crouch mixed with a touch of The Matrix, but make it literary. Yeah. I love this book. Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson. I read this one quite recently, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. It's basically about a woman who takes a job as a babysitter to mind children that spontaneously combust into fire. Like literally, they actually catch on fire. So technically, I guess this should be in the speculative section. But I just had a great time with this. I'm finding I'm really leaning into the more dark humour, satire, not silly, I would say, but not taking itself too seriously type of fiction, which I think this definitely falls under, but it's still got a bit of grit. It's still got heart. Loved it. I have actually just ordered, where is that? Well, I'm missing it from this pile, but I have just ordered another Kevin Wilson book, which is on my shelf downstairs, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is. Another Emily St. John Mandel, Station 11. This is my favourite. I absolutely loved it. It's probably one of my most favourite books of the year so far. This is about a group of people who are living in like post-apocalyptic Earth, and they're travelling around as a group of actors, and it's interconnected storylines. It's sci-fi, it's a bit dystopian, it's got heart, the writing is obviously stunning. I couldn't recommend this book enough. Yeah, I really loved it, and I ordered the US cover because I much preferred it to the UK one, which is like a bog standard white cover. But yeah, I think this one's really pretty. I love those tents. Oh, sorry, it's not focusing. Let me get out of the way. I feel like this represents the book better than the UK cover. I read and loved How High We Go in the Dark by Sequoia Nagamatsu. This again is a collection of interconnected short stories. Again, it's apocalyptic. I think we're noticing a bit of a theme here. That is obviously what I enjoy, but it's literary. So I also love the beautiful prose. This one was actually so triggering. A lot of these books I talk about in my January and February reading wrap up, which I will link in the description below if you want to check it out and get my more in-depth thoughts on this. But yeah, this was fantastic. Very emotional and a lot darker than I was expecting. A virus that's trapped in permafrost gets released into the world due to climate change, and then you're following the perspective of lots of different people and the way that the world is grappling with the changes, which just feeds my soul. I don't know what it is about a post-apocalyptic setting where it's not like zombies and craziness and everyone grappling for survival. It's how people adjust to this like newfound way of life. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Another favourite book of the year so far is Black Girl Call Home, poetry by Jasmine Mans. She's the author of this collection. I listened to this on audio because it's read by the author, and it was just honestly absolutely incredible. And look at this cover. Stunning. I needed this on my shelf. Another 5-star read for me was Notes on Execution by Dania Kafka. This, oh God, I think this is sometimes drifting more into the horror, but I think it's classed as a literary thriller. A man who's on death row and the hours are ticking down until the point of his execution, but you are understanding the ripple effect of his actions through the women that he has encountered throughout his life. It's brilliant. It is so good. I'll link the vlog for this in the description as well if you want my full review. That's where it will be. The Lamb by Lucy Rose. I'm not going to talk about this one too much because there is an upcoming vlog, which honestly at the moment is sitting at 2 hours. I still need to edit it down, but this one's part of that vlog. This book is all over TikTok. It's about a mother and a daughter who live together in the middle of nowhere. When strangers happen across them, they have a diet of special meat. Yeah, they eat them. It's very graphic. But Full Thoughts Coming, the absolute banger that I read and had to own the physical copy of, was The Devil and Mrs. Davenport by Paulette Kennedy. Just a very quick summary. A housewife who suddenly starts seeing paranormal things, goes to see a psychiatrist. It's in the 50s. You can imagine what it was like for women, especially ones who aren't conforming to the standard that was expected of them. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Not really for the characters in the book, but reading it. And of course, Grady Hendrix, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. This is on another recent reading vlog. In fact, all of the books that I've read have basically been on the reading vlog. But this one is my new favourite, Grady Hendrix. I loved it so much. I think it was a 4.75 star, maybe even a 5 star. I don't know, but it was very, very high. And I'm so glad that I own this copy. Again, it's the US cover because I much preferred it to the UK one, which was very red. But this one, I just think it looks really creepy. What is it? A hand in a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. The lava lamp. It will make sense if you've read it or when you read it. What pile shall we do next? Shall we do my library books? Yeah, let's do my library books. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I loved Happy Place and Funny Story, but DNF'd Book Lovers. I want to see if we can make it a triple win with Emily Henry. Death of the Author by Nadia Corafor, which is a contemporary fiction with a slight sci-fi element, I believe. Haven't read that yet, and I need to. When do these need to be back? Oh, these need to be back very soon. These will have to be my next reads then. Well, I have been sent a couple of books by the publishers. So Penguin Random House sent me Poet Square, a memoir in 30 cats. It's a memoir, it's non-fiction, and the tagline is that it's a love letter to community in a broken society, told through the cats. Courtney, the author, meets in dark alleys, neglected homes and own driveway. Cats she cherishes and must sometimes let go. Above all, she adores what her encounters with feral cats can teach us about the care, connectedness and the power of hope. I think that sounds very intriguing and I'm looking forward to reading it. It came with this cute little thank you card and it came with a cat pin, which I will insert a picture of here. Penguin Random House also sent me Heather Darman's new release, Sharp Scratch. How cool is this cover? It's a lollipop with a scorpion inside it, and I just love the colour scheme. I love a luminous book. A thriller horror about the toxic side of wellness culture. Apparently this is her second release. I haven't read her debut, but if you had and you enjoyed it, let me know. My biggest pile that you can probably see here that goes all the way down is fiction. So let's do the speculative first. You know I ran and ordered The Unworthy by Augustina Bastarrica. I loved Tender as the Flesh. This one is getting mixed reviews, but then so did Tender. I think and I hope that this book is going to be a bit of a banger, because it starts off talking about climate catastrophe has plunged the world into chaos. It seems as though it's a post-apocalyptic type of world, which, you know, like dystopians tend to really work for me. So this one is about being in some kind of sacred sisterhood, and a stranger comes in and starts to change her perspective and what she thinks about the world. So I hope and I think that this one will work really well for me, but we will see. I read Come Closer by Sarah Grant and loved it. Again, it's that kind of dark humour, satire, horror that I just really enjoy. The book of the most precious substance. And I don't know. I bought this before I realised what it was actually about. Magic book that's activated by sexual juice. Oh, I can't say juice. Liquids. Substances. I think you get the gist. It's a supernatural horror. It says it's a compulsive thriller. I will keep you posted with this one. I think this would be quite a fun one to vlog, actually. Finally, for the speculative, The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown seems to be absolutely everywhere at the moment. Look how thick this book is. I did not realise how thick this book is. So I pre-ordered it in paperback. I don't really know what it's about. Going through doors and ending up in other dimensions. That's all I know. But it's obviously going to be quite involved, because, yeah, the size of it. Now we're moving on to the fiction pile, which is the biggest. As I say, I don't know. Some of them might be speculative, but I haven't read them, so I don't know. I bought this when I went on a little solo hiking adventure in the Peak District. If you've never been, I highly recommend. It was absolutely beautiful. And I found a bookshop there, and I have vlogged it all, and it will be in a horror vlog coming up. The horror isn't the hiking, which I'm sure it will be for some people. It used to be for me. But yeah, no, on my hunt to find a 5-star horror, because I read some horror books while I was there on my own. But yeah, it was a good time. But anyway, so from one of the independent bookshops up there, I got Luster by Raven Leilani. And again, I've seen mixed reviews about this. This is about a woman who's dating a man in an open marriage, and the three of them have a relationship. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'll let you know when I've read it. The Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley. Picked this up at a charity shop. It was 50p, which just blows my mind. This is about a guy who's lonely. So he's in a cafe one day and writes down stuff about himself and leaves it in the cafe, and then more and more people join in. I think it's just like a wholesome, good time fiction that you don't have to think too hard about. It should leave you feeling a bit uplifted. Perfect. I bought this because it was on sale when I did my food shopping. The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. I did actually start this on audio ages ago, and I DNF'd it. I don't think the audio was working for me. I definitely think it's the format, because I was enjoying it, but it started to feel a bit repetitive. So I'm hoping that the physical copy will work better. There's a lot of people who have very similar taste to me absolutely love this book. I really love the cover. The hardback was even nicer because it was really colourful, but I do like that dark blue. I don't feel like you see that very often. There's literally 3 dark blue books in front of me. You do see it often. And I just like it. This one, when did I get this? I was away somewhere. Welcome to the Hangdong Bookshop, which is a Korean literary fiction. A woman who quits her job and opens a bookshop. What's not to love? Isn't that just the dream? Another one from the charity shop, which was brand new and did have a Waterstone sticker on it, which is crazy. I did take that off. Oh, there's another. Oh no, that's one of those built-in stickers, and it says exclusive short story inside. How stunning is that cover? And I also bought I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. Again, did not realise how big this was. I think this is like a YA emotional romance fiction. I saw Kayla over on Books and Lala talking about this book and how it's one of her all-time favourites, And there was something in the premise that really intrigued me. It was on sale, so I got it. Let me know if you've read it as well and what you thought. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. One of my favourite authors. I read Once There Were Wolves and Migrations. Really enjoyed it. I have now finished this, but I'm saving my full thoughts for an upcoming video about books that I was eagerly awaiting for, which sadly disappointed me. Obviously, I had to buy another Mike Gale after reading All the Lonely People, because that book emotionally ruined me, and obviously I need to put myself through it again. So this one's called Half a World Away, and I think it's about two estranged siblings that were torn apart as children, and they come back into each other's lives to change their lives forever. Kerry is a single mum living on a tough South London estate, and she cleans houses to earn money and can't forget her past. And then Noah is a successful barrister with a wife, daughter, home. I have a feeling that this one is also going to rip my heart out, but his writing is just so incredible, so immersive. Oh, I'm so excited to read that. Another book that I bought whilst I was on my little solo hiking trip, which I can't wait to share with you, by the way. It was just such a good time. Anyway, this one I picked up because I absolutely loved the cover. Look how stunning that is. And Kevin Wilson blurbed it. Yes, because I remember I picked this up because I love the cover, and then I was like, oh my god, Kevin Wilson blurbed it. And I really loved the book I've read from him. Bracing and almost unnervingly perceptive, this is wisdom literature of our time. I've never read from this author before, so that's exciting. I caved, all right. I bought the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I actually do have this on my Kindle, but I've really gone off reading ebooks. I don't know what it is. I just had a phase of going through that, but the other way around. I just literally did not want to read physical books. I've always read on audio, but yeah, now it's the other way around. I haven't picked up my Kindle for 6 months, and I read everything physically and via audio. But anyway, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so it's only a couple of quid. It was on sale, and it's just so cute. It is so cute. So when I fancy a little bit of wholesome romance goodness, small town vibes, you know, this is what I'm going to be picking up. Emily Henry's new book, Great Big Beautiful Life. I think I'm about 30% into it at the moment. I'm not loving it, if I'm honest, guys. It's reminding me of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I didn't love. I don't know. Literally looks like a pile of dominoes on the bed. These are, excuse me, ice cream van. Thank you. So they are the books that I've bought recently. Let me know if you've read any of them, or if any of them have been favourite books for you. If you have read Emily Henry's new release, should I persevere? Persevere. That sounds awful, doesn't it? I'm not persevering. I'm just not loving it. I hope this doesn't end up in my disappointing reads of this quarter. That will just be so annoying. It wasn't quite full price. It was just under. And then when I went to the supermarket the other day to get some shopping, I saw it in there for £10. So that was really annoying. So I'll be doubly annoyed if I don't like it. If you stuck around for this long, thank you very much. If you like this video and had a good time, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you. I'm sure there will be another book haul soon. And now I'm going to go and put all these back. But I will see you soon in another one soon. Bye.